When you picture the beach, it's usually sun, sea, and soft sand that come to mind. It's the kind of place where people create cherished memories and soak in the peaceful atmosphere that feels just one of a kind. But that's not always how it goes. Our world is a pretty wonderful and weird place, and over the years an assortment of bizarre items has been found on the world's beaches. Some have been living creatures, others dead sea animals, still others inanimate objects. Today we're showing you the 15 most creepy things ever discovered on beaches. Let's kick off things with number 15, Queensland sinkhole. Well, a sinkhole is basically a geological event that takes place when the surface layer of the Earth collapses. But encountering one along a coastline is exceptionally uncommon. In 2021, nature flexed its muscle in the form of a massive sinkhole that emerged on a busy beach in Queensland, Australia. Experts believe unstable coastal geology, combined with extreme weather conditions, triggered the collapse. What started as a minor opening in the sand grew into a gaping crater approximately 500 feet, or 150 meters across, leaving the public stunned. Scientists and geologists immediately arrived to study the site, while tourists flocked to witness the bizarre sight. Investigations concluded that a coastal landslide, caused by torrential rain and storm surges, had likely caused the incident. The beach was a well-known tourist destination, and the fact that a sinkhole of that scale could form so suddenly on a shoreline is disturbing. It serves as a chilling reminder of how unpredictable and forceful geological processes can be. Number 14, alien hand in Wisconsin beach. In today's era of space exploration, everyone dreams of discovering alien life. But what if something otherworldly turns up far closer to home? That's what happened recently on a beach in Wisconsin, USA. A cute couple enjoying a sunny day by the water stumbled upon a bizarre skeletal hand. Initially thinking it was a Halloween prank, they soon realized it was far more unsettling. The hand sparked global headlines, with speculation spreading over whether this was evidence of extraterrestrial life. Scientists haven't reached a conclusion. Some believe it could belong to an unknown species. Others say it's a natural anomaly. The eerie structure remains unverified, keeping the mystery alive. Its strange shape, bone-like appearance, and placement raised questions that still haven't been answered. No one knows if it was a previously undiscovered species, a biological mutation, or simply a misunderstood specimen. But it definitely wasn't fake. And whatever it was, it has kept people both curious and uneasy. Number 13, crocodiles invading Brazilian beach. Well, spotting a single crocodile on a beach is alarming enough. But what about thousands? That's what happened in Brazil, where locals witnessed an overwhelming number of crocodiles taking over a shoreline. The reason for this bizarre migration isn't fully understood. Some scientists think the reptiles may have moved from nearby swamplands to escape extreme temperatures or seek more favorable nesting grounds. Regardless of the cause, the sight of countless crocodiles lounging on a public beach was deeply unsettling. Panic quickly spread among the local community as authorities scrambled to control the situation. Managing such a dense population of large, aggressive animals posed enormous challenges for wildlife experts. The incident drew attention from across the country, and the beach was temporarily closed for public safety. Although no attacks were reported, the sheer scale of the crocodile gathering served as a grim reminder of how changing ecosystems can force wild animals into unfamiliar and dangerously close territory. Even in paradise, nature still dominates. Number 12, tar balls. For years, strange tar balls have been creating concern on beaches across the globe. From Manhattan Beach in California to the Mediterranean shores of Palestine, these sticky blobs have become a growing hazard to both marine life and humans. Tar balls are dense, oily lumps that wash up on coastlines. They're usually black or dark brown and can range in size from mere millimeters to several inches. Their chemical makeup is toxic, posing a risk to wildlife that might ingest or touch them. Back in May of 2015, tar balls appeared on Manhattan Beach, prompting authorities to close the area as cleanup crews worked to remove them. The source was traced to a suspected oil pipeline rupture. However, this wasn't an isolated incident. In 2023, a substantial amount of tar balls washed ashore in Israel following one of the worst environmental catastrophes in the country's history. Experts believe the spill came from a ship roughly 50 kilometers offshore. Tar balls are highly toxic and dangerous on human contact. Number 11. Mysterious metal ball. Back in 2023, a strange metal sphere washed ashore on Enshu Beach in Hamamatsu, Japan. The massive iron ball measured roughly 60 inches or 1.5 meters in diameter. After a thorough inspection using X-ray tech, experts confirmed the object was hollow. This ruled out immediate fears of it being a drifting naval mine. The local media quickly became engrossed in theories about its origin, but even authorities admitted they had no explanation. The sphere sparked several days of intense speculation, ranging from satellite debris to secret military equipment. Specialists from multiple fields examined the material, yet none could definitively identify it. Despite its emptiness, the object's worn metallic surface and sheer size made it appear otherworldly. As expected, the mystery triggered a wave of wild theories, from alien technology to classified government testing or even remnants of a meteor. However, nothing concrete was confirmed. Its unexplained presence along the shoreline left experts and the public equally baffled. Number 10. A rare fossil. This rare fossil was found in Alberta, Canada, and it dates back to a period before dinosaurs walked the earth. The Orobates pabsti belongs to a category of ancient reptiles known as synapsids. Scientists estimate the fossil to be approximately 309 million years old, making it one of the oldest reptile fossils ever uncovered. Its exceptional preservation reveals remnants of soft tissue and organic material from the original creature. Experts were able to use the fossil to reconstruct an accurate replica of its skeletal and muscular systems. This allowed researchers to gain critical insight into how the animal moved and functioned. Another remarkable aspect is the condition in which it was found. The fossil had been preserved in a swamp-like environment with extremely low oxygen levels, which prevented it from decaying. This allowed the creature's body to remain intact for over 300 million years. Such preservation is exceptionally rare and gives scientists an invaluable glimpse into ancient biomechanics and reptilian evolution. Number 9. A mysterious object. In 2018, an unusual metallic object appeared along a beach in Australia, leaving military researchers thoroughly perplexed. The beach, frequently visited by Air Force personnel, suddenly became the center of mystery after the object washed ashore. It was spherical, metallic, and covered with bizarre markings that still haven't been decoded. To this day, the true nature of the object remains undetermined. Reports hinted that some military officials may have been instructed not to speak publicly about it, further fueling speculation. Some accounts linked the find to possible top-secret operations, but no confirmation ever followed. The lack of clear information only deepened curiosity around what the object actually was. Despite numerous theories, from military technology to deep-sea monitoring devices, no official explanation was ever given. With zero transparency from defense agencies, many believe the object was more than just discarded machinery. The unresolved questions surrounding its origin have made it one of the most mysterious beach discoveries in recent memory. All right, now, let's move to Number 8. A mysterious eyeless creature. A strange eyeless creature washing ashore in South Carolina might sound like something out of horror fiction, but it really happened. The bizarre specimen triggered widespread speculation about its identity and origin. Some proposed it could be a previously undocumented species, or perhaps a mutated form of sea life. Measuring approximately 60 inches, or 1.5 meters in length, it had a narrow body and no visible eyes, features that baffled both beachgoers and marine biologists. A visitor to the beach first spotted the body lying close to the surf. Experts suggested it could be a rare type of eel or sea slug, but no official identification was ever confirmed. Its lack of visual organs was especially unusual. Even after careful analysis, researchers were unable to place the creature within known species categories. Some suspected environmental changes or pollution may have contributed to its deformities. Others speculated it was a deep-sea animal. Number 7. Serpent d'Océan. This is a striking sea serpent sculpture that rests along the coast of Saint-Brévin-les-Pins in western France. This massive skeletal serpent caught the attention of locals and visitors alike when it appeared to emerge from the sand like the bones of an ancient monster. While some initially believed it was a real creature, it's actually a large-scale art installation created by Chinese artist Huang Yongping. The sculpture's curving form mirrors the movement of ocean waves, and its polished silver surface reflects the nearby sea and sky. Installed in 2012, the structure stretches across nearly 130 meters of shoreline and has since become a prominent tourist attraction. Despite its eerie appearance, the serpent carries symbolic meaning across different cultures. In maritime folklore, sea serpents were often seen as guardians or omens. Today, the sculpture blends legend with creativity, drawing people from around the world to see a piece that brings mythical imagination and coastal artistry together in one unforgettable form. Number 6. Tasmanian Globster. This is one of the most puzzling beach finds ever recorded, washing up on the western shores of Tasmania, Australia in 1960. This massive, decaying blob measured about 15 meters, or nearly 50 feet, and had a rubbery texture with a pale, pinkish hue. Local residents discovered it and were immediately stunned by its enormous size and unidentifiable shape. Unlike known marine animals, the creature lacked bones, eyes, or any distinct features, which only deepened the mystery. Speculation ran wild. Some thought it was a new species. Others believed it might be the carcass of a giant squid or decomposing whale. For decades, debates persisted. Scientists eventually analyzed tissue samples and concluded the mass was likely decomposed whale blubber. Still, not everyone accepted the explanation. To this day, many continue to believe the globster was something entirely unknown. Its strange appearance sparked curiosity worldwide and revived interest in the possibility of undiscovered sea creatures lurking below the surface. Number 5. Mermaid skeleton. The mystical legend of mermaids has fascinated cultures for generations. But what if they're not entirely mythical? A strange skeleton found along Liverpool Beach reignited that debate. It appeared out of nowhere, shaped like a humanoid torso connected to a long tail. Scientists and skeptics alike were left uncertain about its origin. The structure bore characteristics that some believed resembled mermaids, while others suggested it might belong to an undiscovered aquatic species. The discovery attracted widespread attention, especially since no one could explain how the skeleton had suddenly turned up overnight. While the internet is filled with questionable mermaid footage, there's never been verifiable proof. Some researchers suggested it might be a decomposing fish or sea cow. Others believed it was a hoax. Regardless, the remains looked unsettlingly real. Though never officially identified, the skeleton continued to fuel speculation. Whether it was folklore brought to life or a biological mystery, it raised more questions than science could answer. What do you think about it? Well, let us know. Number 4. Jellyfish invade Crimea shores. As summer temperatures rose An overwhelming swarm of jellyfish washed up along the shoreline near the village of Shlan in Crimea. The sight of thousands of translucent, pulsating creatures scattered across the sand created an eerie, unsettling atmosphere. These were Aurelia aurita, commonly known as moon jellyfish, which typically inhabit the Sea of Azov. Though not considered deadly, their trailing tentacles can still deliver irritating stings. According to reports, their slime left a sticky film on skin that beachgoers described as deeply unpleasant. Visually, the jellyfish are almost ghost-like, transparent with a clover-shaped organ structure at the center of their bell. Scientists noted that strong winds and currents likely pushed them ashore in such large numbers. In addition, moon jellyfish often play host to amphipods, tiny crustaceans that dwell inside their bells and feed off their mucus. In return, these amphipods offer a form of chemical protection. The jellyfish invasion prompted authorities to issue beach warnings and advise swimmers to avoid contact. Number 3. The discovery of a stranded submarine. A long-forgotten German submarine from World War I appeared along Hastings Beach in England, leaving historians both intrigued and puzzled. The submarine's sudden re-emergence attracted national and international attention as people questioned where it came from and why it had remained hidden for so long. According to documented accounts, the vessel was deliberately grounded by its crew due to mechanical failure. Unable to return home, they abandoned it at sea. When the submarine later surfaced on the beach, authorities dismantled it to prevent it from becoming a public attraction. Still, the vessel's unique design sparked enormous fascination. Over time, details surrounding its final voyage have faded, leaving more speculation than certainty. Historians remain unsure about what exactly went wrong and what became of the crew. While much of the submarine's body was removed, its story lingers as a compelling piece of wartime mystery. It's a reminder that even decades-old machinery can resurface. Number 2. Civil War bomb. A Civil War-era bomb was recently uncovered along a beach in Barcelona, leading to the immediate evacuation of the area. Hidden beneath the sand for decades, the device posed a serious safety concern. The location, known both for its tourism and historical significance during the Spanish Civil War in the 1930s, had no prior indication of buried munitions. The bomb, weighing around 176 pounds, or roughly 80 kilograms, was confirmed to still be active. Bomb disposal teams were called to safely extract and neutralize it. The incident highlighted the lasting, often invisible legacy of wartime weapons, especially in unexpected locations like a modern public beach. Local officials urged caution and stressed the importance of reporting unfamiliar objects to authorities. The evacuation disrupted visitors and residents alike, but thankfully, no injuries occurred. This surprise find served as a potent reminder that remnants of old conflicts can still linger quietly beneath the surface, posing real risks long after the fighting ends. Number 1. Whale vomit. Most people have vomited at some point, but for whales, that unpleasant act can be surprisingly profitable. In September 2021, a fisherman in Thailand's Satan province came across a 66-pound or 30-kilogram hunk of ambergris, commonly called whale vomit. Ambergris is a rare and valuable substance produced in the digestive tract of sperm whales, often surrounding the indigestible beaks of squid. It floats on ocean currents for years, slowly developing a unique aroma through exposure to sunlight and seawater. That distinctive scent makes it a highly coveted ingredient in luxury perfumes. The chunk found by the fisherman was estimated to be worth over $1 million, an amount that could completely change a person's life. Although synthetic alternatives exist, genuine ambergris remains prized by high-end perfumers for its fixative properties. While the exact value varies, it can sell for thousands per gram. It's one of the few natural substances whose worth increases with age, and it occasionally washes up on unsuspecting shores. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you soon in the next one.